This is Mara Jane, and you're listening to The Unseen Perspective. Hello, and welcome back to The Unseen Perspective. I am your host, Mara Jane, and here with me is my co-host, Mary Flowers.
Hi.
And we also have a guest with us today who's been on the show before, Lyra Thompson.
Hey.
And today we're going to talk about writing.
Yay.
We're all writers here.
Words.
Yes, words. We love words.
Word.
Literally. So, Lyra, this topic was your idea. What were you kind of envisioning?
Well, my original topic was specifically, this was back when you did more, actual structured topics for your episodes instead of just seeing where the conversation goes. And it was specifically writing as, advocacy for, specifically with us, the disability community, and, we can write about our experiences, and that can be a way to educate. But then I was like, we can just talk about writing in general.
Yeah. I am writing a memoir right now for that purpose.
Ooh.
What about Lyra? Are you working on anything?
Yeah, actually. Because both of you guys are going to be ARC readers for it.
Yeah.
First, I can't call it a novel because it's technically not enough words. It's a novella. But, for the uninitiated, I can say novel. Me and Callie, who's been on the show before, are co-writing, have co-written, and now we're in the final editing stages, and we're going to hopefully send it out next week or the week after, and then it'll be released November 20th. So be on the lookout for Lost and Crowned by Lyra Thompson and Callie Dykes.
Yeah.
You can link. I'll share with you the Amazon and Goodreads, so you guys can share it with the listeners.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read it. Yay.
I'm excited for people to see it. It was we had beta readers that read before, it was done once we had finished, the second draft. We gave it to the beta readers and had a bunch of questions about, what do you think of this chapter? Give some feedback about, these plot elements, general observations, and comments, and that was so helpful. But I was so nervous as soon as we hit send. I'm like, what if they hate it? But then they all were like, this is great. I really obviously they pointed out nitpicky things, but that's because they were supposed to be nitpicky. And they're like, if you just change these things, they all ended up being pretty simple rewrites, nothing crazy. And they're like, it would make it even better. And they all, loved the characters, which makes me so happy, because I love character creation. That's probably my favorite. And I just love these characters so much, so I'm excited for people to read about them.
That's awesome. I recently joined the Creative Writing Enthusiasts Club at K-State, so I was having people read my stuff, specifically my memoir, which is not nearly finished yet, not anywhere close. But it was scary to, have people read my stuff. But they were all like, yeah, this is really good. It's important to get that stuff out there. So I was like, yay.
Yeah, there's a creative writing club at my school where it's kind of the same thing every week. It's only every other week, which is so sad. I wish we could meet every week because then we, go through things slower. But I've been sharing chapters, chapter by chapter of another book that I'm working on that's finished but still in the early editing, and they're getting invested in the characters, and I'm just it just makes me so happy to hear other people loving my characters as much as I do, and getting feedback about here's some ways you can improve. It's so helpful.
That's cool. I wish we met that often. We meet once a month, if that.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, we were gonna meet more unofficially, but I haven't talked to them in a few weeks, so I don't know where we're at on that.
Are you part of that too, Mary?
No, I'm not. I was thinking about it. I was going to, but I'm not really actively working on anything that is readable. like, that's finished enough to be read, and I'm not confident in my creative writing abilities, if we're being honest. I'm more of an essay writer.
That's fair. Yeah.
I miss essays. I haven't written one in a while.
I just turned one in.
Actually, well, okay, I guess I answered, like, essay questions for a final, but that's, like, not the same. I need time to, like, get, like, because I get out the rough draft, and then I wait a while, and then I edit it.
See, I've noticed that I haven't, like, because most of my friends are, like, rough draft, and then I go through and I heavily edit that. I seem to, like, be fine with, I'm very much an edit as I go person, and so, like, my rough draft in, like, quote-unquote rough draft is, like, usually the first draft is what I turn in.
Yeah.
Like, I might go and have somebody proofread it, and, like, I'll fix a few little typos that I didn't notice, but I don't do major rewrites.
I usually have AI do mine. Like, I'll put it in a chat GPT and be like, polish this up a little bit. And because I do not like editing my own papers.
I love ChatGPT for, like, being a tool to assist with ideas and, like, logistics, but AI, I am not, everyone's like, AI is going to take people's jobs. I'm not nervous about my job security. I
Me
can't
neither.
be a writer.
I hate AI so much. Like, I don't use it at all. I write my rough draft. Like, I first take notes, obviously, and then I write my rough draft, and I like editing as I go, because I think that works for me as well, but I do another sweep of editing. Like, earlier I edited a paper for one of my classes, and I just reread it for the final time, look for, like, typos and little things that needed to be changed. And it wasn't a bunch of editing. I did get rid of, like, the first 2 sentences because they weren't very good. But I don't heavily edit at the end, depending on the essay. Like, one time I had to pretty much rewrite my paper 2 days before it was due. It was horrible, but
I usually have, like, I'll write it, like, I'll write my draft, and then I'm like, okay, that's solid, and then I might have, like, my roommate, because she's, like, also a writer, I'll be like, here, can you proofread this? Because you tend to miss things when you're looking at it yourself, because your brain just corrects it, because you know what it's supposed to be.
Right.
And so by having someone else read it, they can be like, this is or like, this is shouldn't be, like, don't put a comma here, or this is awkwardly worded, or just little things, and I find that helpful.
I do Microsoft Word read aloud.
But the editing process for fiction, let me tell you, having almost seeing the end of it, though, I can say it is many steps. So we finished it, and then we went through, because as we were writing, we were, like, leaving comments for things to go back and fix later. And so we finished it, and then we went through and corrected those comments, and then we did another, like, read-through to fix things, and then we, like, sent it to beta readers, and then we took all the beta reader feedback, and then we are now editing using the beta reader feedback, and now finally we're at the step where we just have to go through and remove a bunch of, like, overused words and, like, change some of them or just cut some of them. But it has been many steps. It's intense.
Yeah. I love the writing process. I think it's so interesting because, like, everybody has a different writing process, and it works for them.
There's the kind of common 2 camps: are you a plotter or a pantser? Like, fly by the seat of your pants is where the name comes from. Yeah. And I used to be, like, definitely only pantser. Like, I would just have an idea, and then I'd just make it up, like, find the plot as I go. But now I'm starting to become more of a plotter. With Lost and Crown, we were heavily plotting because with 2 of us working together in order to make sure we were on the same page, it was very helpful. And Callie's a big plotter, so she kind of converted me a little bit. Yeah. But I'm a bit of both.
I think I am too.
What about you guys?
I definitely have qualities of both.
I honestly don't know. I think it depends on what I'm writing.
For me, fiction, I'm definitely, like, I make it up as I go, but I've also started, like, outlining things more in advance, which has been helpful.
Yeah. Like, I don't ever have, like, a massive beat by beat, every single scene is going to be this.
Right.
But I have the general, in chapter 1, here are the things that need to happen. Chapter 2, here's what needs to happen. And then I just make sure I include those, but what happens in between will kind of come to me.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell us, like, the main, like, synopsis of your book?
Yeah. So, it's kind of, the world building was confusing to some, but, like, most of our beta readers thought it was interesting. It's like a combination traditional monarchy, castle, knights, and stuff, but also, like, modern-day suburban town, like, just meshed together. And, so it's not a fantasy, though, because there's no magic or anything. It's just kind of like an alternate world.
Okay.
I remember looking it up one time. The genre is technically contemporary royal, is like the name for it. But it's dual perspective, following 2 teenagers, Gideon, who is the prince, and Kate, who is, like, just a normal teenage girl. And, this isn't a spoiler, because this is, like, revealed pretty early on, but, they find out, so there was 2 royal twins, like, Gideon had a twin sister, but then she was kidnapped as a baby and went missing and hasn't been found since. And, then Gideon decides to start going to a real high school, having been, like, private tutored his whole life. He wants to, like, experience the world. Mm-hmm. And then he meets Kate and becomes friends with her and her friends. And then they're both having ongoing separate investigations about a way that they are connected.
That's really cool.
So I tried to, like, the synopsis, like, the blurb will kind of make it obvious what, like, the reveal is, and it's not supposed to be a big secret, because it's more about the characters working through it rather than the mystery. Mm-hmm. But
sounds interesting.
It was definitely the 3 years of work finally, like, coming to fruition.
Yeah, I bet that's satisfying.
Yeah, the idea actually originated at, like, Trailblazers Weekend, like, 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, shout out to KSSB Trailblazers Weekend.
Yeah.
Birthplace of my debut.
Where the creativity runs wild.
Oh, yes.
We were laying, a really, like, fond memory of us, like, you know the big, like, mats, like, the squishy mats in the gym?
Yeah.
We were just laying on our backs on that while we were having free time in the gym, and instead of doing any gym activities, we were sitting there brainstorming.
Oh, fun.
Fair enough. As you should.
Yeah. We should do that. Maybe we'll write a book one day. Brainstorm on the mats is what I meant. But
I don't know I don't know what happened to the mat. I think they removed it. Like,
no.
Because they're redoing the gym.
Yeah, they're redoing the gym.
Oh, yeah.
And I
think they've been trying to do that for, like, 5 years.
Yeah, when's that gonna get finished?
I know it got started in April, possibly, because I remember, like, it was at the end of the school year, because I remember it starting, and then they're like, you guys can't have open gym anymore. It was a sad day. But, because a few of us, we were in the gym the night before, like, it was closed off.
Oh.
So we were, like, the last ones.
It's not the weird squishy floors anymore?
Yeah, they're redoing the floors. It's gonna look really cool. I'm excited to see it, but I don't know when it's gonna be finished. It might be sometime in the future. It depends on how long.
I don't know if I'll ever be back on campus at KSSB.
I know, that's so weird.
You're not gonna come work?
Maybe. If they want me. I don't know.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. They haven't fired us yet.
Should we talk about, like, the original topic I had in mind of, like, writing as advocacy and kind of the journalism side, too?
Sure.
So I don't know if you guys have, like, well, more so Mara, because you're the one in, like, I guess you're film, so this wouldn't be quite as much, but, like, I've already been published a few times in, like, various magazines and stuff, and a lot of mine have focused on disability. So, like, the NOAA, which is, like, the albinism organization, they have a magazine that I've been published in multiple times, and then, actually, back when I did Make 48, go listen to that episode, like, 2 years ago, but, they, like, for a short time, I was, like, kind of kind of an intern, I guess, or like an employee, because I was paid to write a few like blog posts, and I did like one about making accessible maker spaces where I interviewed Lydia, and I've been published on like Envision's blog, so just various places here and there talking about disability, and I think it's a good way to explain, because I've done some about like one that recently got published, a couple that recently got published in the the Albinism magazine, was one about like, I called it silly little sighted luxuries, which is little things that we miss out on that are just like the small things, not like the obvious big ones that everyone knows about, but like seeing a bunny in the grass or something, little things that we rarely experience that sighted people wouldn't think about and take for granted. And then another one was like cross-disability kinship is what I titled it. So like making friends with people with different disabilities, which is what, and actually the last time I was on the podcast, that was what the episode was about. And so I like to use writing as a way to show what life with a disability is about, and that it's not, and like dispelling stereotypes and educating people through writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like doing that too, but I haven't had a lot of my written work published. But I am working on my memoir, and then I guess more so, I have this podcast to be like an advocacy sort of thing, which is not writing, but it's communications, and that's like my field of study.
Different branches of the same tree.
Yeah.
No, I took a video journalism class last semester, and it kind of made, which I already kind of knew, but that like made it for sure that I was like, video journalism is not my thing. I don't like trying to find B-roll footage and like putting them together and like getting audio volume correct. All the technical stuff kind of bores me. Yeah. I just want to write the words. I love interviewing people though.
I love both. I love film editing. I want to make documentaries, and I'm hoping to do one soon on the Student Access Center here at K-State. Cool. But like in general, for advocacy purposes, I think documentaries should be made about that sort of thing.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I'm just happy to be along for the ride. I don't produce anything. Like, that is not my forte. I just talk.
Maybe in the future there could be a documentary written by Lyra, filmed by Mara, starring Mary.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you're on the podcast. That's something.
Yeah.
Sharing your experiences.
Yeah. One yap at a time.
Name change. Rename the podcast. One yap at a time.
Yes.
That's the tagline.
We do a lot of yapping.
Yes, we do.
Forget the like blindness thing. No, just yapping.
I mean, sometimes we go into the podcast without a concrete idea, so we just start talking, and it forms into something.
Mm-hmm. I was listening to one of them recently. Like, one of your recent ones, you went all over the place.
Was it the one with the glittery beach?
Yes.
That was a good one.
It was supposed to be about books, and you talked about a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, oopsies.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
That's what you can count on with me. I don't stay on theme very well.
I listen to podcasts before bed, and so that was like I was gonna fall asleep. I was laughing at your off topic.
Glad we amuse you.
I get easily distracted.
Me too, it's okay. It's good as long as we're entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wish I could, like, produce more of my writing, but I'm focused on, like, school and work right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard
I haven't really written anything in a bit. Well, I've been focused on, like, my book. Yeah. But I haven't done any, like, journalistic work in a bit. I'm in, like, some media classes right now, but it's more like the theory of stuff, so it's not actually like producing stuff.
Yeah.
But next semester I'm in like a journalistic writing and editing class, so and an advanced composition. So hopefully I'll be able to actually do more writing.
Yeah.
Fun.
I want to get more into filmmaking. I really just want to like crank out a documentary. Like I've made documentaries before, But I want to like actually use the right equipment and like publish it somewhere and like actually get the word out there instead of just like adding to my portfolio that no one sees.
So do you like, I guess this kind of combines the writing and the film side, do you like fully write out like in-depth scripts before you do it?
Usually it's pretty spontaneous. Like I'll have like a kind of general idea of what I want to do, but I won't have like a script or anything. I'll just kind of see what happens, which I like because documentary is like the most extreme form of realist film. So I kind of just like going with the flow and seeing what happens. So that way it's more like authentic. Well, if that's all we have to talk about, I can sign us out.
Yeah, go for it.
You can follow us on Instagram at The Unseen Perspective 2024, and if you have any feedback or questions or episode ideas for us, you can email us at theunseenperspective2024@gmail.com. We're available on Spotify and YouTube, and we appreciate you tuning in and sticking around till the end of the episode. And we'd appreciate your following or your subscription. And if you are looking for another podcast about the blind experience, there's Discover Podcasting at KSSB. And Lyra, what was that one that you recommended?
Oh, the one without the two girls with albinism? It's Rare with Flair.
Yeah, so those are available wherever you get your podcasts, so go check them out. And we hope you'll tune in for future episodes of our own show. But until then, we hope you have a great weekend and a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!
Bye!